I hadn't even talked about the search for extraterrestrial life. What do you think what do you think we're doing on Mars? What do you think we're looking for life? This is a part of NASA's mission. That's what this telescope is going to be looking for. Are there other planets elsewhere that there is life? Now, I know what you've seen is what those Navy pilots saw in 2004, and there have been some 300 sightings since then. And I've talked to those pilots, and they know they saw something, and their radars locked onto it. And then all of a sudden it was here on the surface, and then it's there. And they don't know what it is, and we don't know what it is. We hope it's not an adversary here on Earth that has that kind of technology. But it's something. And so this is a mission that we're constantly looking. Who is out there? Who are we? How did we get here? How did we become as we are? How did we develop? How did we civilize? And are those same conditions out there in a universe that has billions of other suns in billions of other galaxies? It's so large, I can't conceive it.
You anticipated one of the questions that I have here because it was suggested to me by many different people. They did want your comment on what you think the fighter pilot saw. I think most people saw that 60 Minutes piece, and there were a lot of newspaper pieces about whether or not it was Russia or China, or perhaps more likely some extraterrestrial intelligent beings. What is your theory? You've heard a lot of options. Which one do you think is the most credible, if you can choose?
Larry, I don't know the answer to that, but I do know this, that my personal opinion is that the universe is so big, and now there are even theories that there might be other universes. And if that's the case, who am I to say that planet Earth is the only location of a life form that is civilized and organized like ours? But I'll tell you what that makes me think. I better be a better steward of what we have, because we're messing it up. And we're messing it up just the way we're treating each other. And so I know what my mission is, to be a better steward of this planet and be a better citizen of planet Earth. But are there other planet Earths out there? I certainly think so, because the universe is so big.
And of course, Einstein believed in parallel universes. So that's good enough for me if Einstein believed in it. And he inspired a lot of Rod Serling's Twilight Zones. So it is amazing when you think about it, and what may be there that we can discover. And of course, we always want America to be at the forefront. That's what you're doing. This has been so inspiring. I think for everybody who is watching and listening, it certainly has been inspiring for me. There's one fun, frivolous question you could answer in one phrase, and I'm going to call on our last student, Isabel Dulbach, who is second year with an undeclared major, and she has a very simple question for you. Go for it, Isabel.
Hi, thank you so much for being here. I hate to be the one to ask such a divisive and political question, but which is your favorite, Star Wars or Star Trek?
I like them both. I think that they have both added in that early part of excitement about space, right concurrent with the time that we were going to the moon in the Apollo program. Now, Isabel, that was the Apollo generation. Your generation is the Artemis generation. In Greek mythology, Artemis is the sister of Apollo. And in the Artemis generation, we're going to land the first woman on the moon, the first person of color on the moon, and then we're going to venture out. And so if you think back to the original Star Trek, that was a very diverse crew. Remember, they had Lieutenant Uhura, an African American, Nichelle Nichols, the actress. They had an Asian American that was part of that crew. That was role modeling way back, even before Apollo. Now we're bringing that all into reality with the Artemis generation.
Senator, that concludes the program, and I have to say it's one of the best programs we've ever had. And I want you to know, while you belong to everyone and you've got a lot of affiliations, we are very proud to claim a part of you here at the University of Virginia. You make us proud, and we're proud of you, and we thank you so much, not just for joining us, but for what you do every day in seeing the future and making it happen. So, Senator, I just salute you, and I wish you well, and I hope that President Biden gives you every possible money that you need. I'm going to write him and tell him that. He'll listen to me.
He's not the only one. I have to convince the Congress, too.
Yeah, well, they're not in a lot, so it's really what President Biden decides. Maybe the BBB, the Build Back Better. I hope that's got a piece for NASA, too. I don't know. Anyway, thank you, Senator. It was so much fun, and thank you for joining us. We enjoyed it enormously.
See you, Larry.
Take care.